Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. In today's tutorial, we will learn one of the most important topics in CSS. That's combinators. Combinators allow us to control which specific HTML element we want to style based on their relationship to other elements. A CSS combinator is used to explain how two selectors relate to each other. It tells the browser which element to target based on their position in the HTML structure. There are four main CSS combinators. 1. Descendant combinator. 2. Child combinator. 3. Adjacent sibling combinator. 4. General sibling combinator. Let's learn them one by one. For the first, we have the descendant combinator. For the descendant combinator, it's also known as the space. This combinator is also known as the space combinator. It selects elements that are inside another element, no matter how deep. For example, we have a code of div element. Within the div element, we have a paragraph. Let's name it, this is a div, and we'll give it a outside div, outside paragraph. For now, let's give it a class name containers. Let's give it an outer paragraph, and let's see, this is not a div. This is not a div. Alright, so now let's give it a CSS. Now this differentiates what we mean by descendant combinator. So over here, it selects the element which is inside the div element based on our code. So we target the container class within the div element, which refers to the paragraph of the div element. Let's give the paragraph a blue color. Now let's practice it. So it selects all paragraph elements that are anywhere inside the container. It doesn't matter if the paragraph element is a direct child or deep inside another div. As long as it is inside the container class, it becomes blue. Now these are some effects you might find. Both paragraphs inside the container turn blue. The paragraph outside remains unchanged. So let's you can see it here, the blue, and which is the one inside the paragraph, and the black one which is not the one inside the paragraph. So this is what we mean by the descendant combinator. For now, we move to the next type of combinator, which is known as the child combinator. This selects only elements that are direct children, not deeper inside. For example, this is a div element. Within the div element, we give it a class later on. For now, let's give it a paragraph. Let's take this out. We need to add another div element, but we'll take this. Alright, so let's give it a paragraph as named nested paragraph. Let's say nested paragraph here, and there will be a paragraph on top of this div element which is within over here. Let's name it, let's give the paragraph direct child paragraph. That's okay. So now let's change the CSS to give it let's give the div a class box. Let's name the class box. So when we name the class, let's name the class box. Move on to the CSS file, edit it, dot box greater than sign. So this is what differentiates for descendant with combinators with child combinators. So give it a color of red. So now let's show this on the browser. Let's show this on the browser. So we can find that the first paragraph within the element is red. As for the one within the div element within the paragraph, is not affected. So that's it. So with the greater than symbol, only the first paragraph that is directly inside the box class. The second paragraph is inside another div, so it will not be selected. That's the difference. Let's move on to the next one, known as the adjacent sibling combinators. Adjacent sibling combinator. This type of combinator selects the very next element immediately after another element. Now we have our HTML file. Let's create we've created the heading. We're creating two paragraphs now. So let's name this paragraph. This paragraph will be selected, and the other one, let's say this paragraph will not be selected. So we will not be selected. Let's just edit them. Now we give it the CSS element. Let's go. So this is how the adjacent sibling combinator goes. Name the h2 plus the paragraph, and now this paragraph, it's only one paragraph which is attached to it. So the combinator looks at siblings elements on the same level. It selects the first paragraph that comes right after the h2 element. Only the first paragraph becomes I think italic because of the feature we give it, so it will be italic. Now let's open it on the browser and find out. So you can see that the first paragraph is the only italicized one, and the second one hasn't been affected. So this is the adjacent sibling combinator. A general sibling combinator. This selects all siblings after a certain element. So once you have the h3 element, you give it 3 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs. Let's name them paragraph A, paragraph B, and paragraph C. So that's paragraph A. Next, paragraph B. So as we type here, it appears here because we are using the live server. It appears directly on the browser. So paragraph C. Paragraph C. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So now let's move to the CSS element file. Let's clear them. So this is how we do it. We list the elements, the subheading element, this h2, then give it this sign. Somehow looks like an hyphen, like a hyphen, followed by a paragraph element. So in this type of combinator, We select every paragraph that comes after the H3 element, as long as they are on the same level in the HTML. So all 3 paragraphs get yellow background, so like the way we see on the browser. So that's what general sibling combinators are. So in summary, the descendant selector targets all children, the child selector targets only direct children, the adjacent sibling selector targets the next element after a specific element, the general sibling selector targets all matching elements that come afterwards. So this is a full topic on combinators. So I hope this helps you to understand the topic. I'll see you again. Bye.